Alrighty everyone, it's Dante here again, and we're back at the Trellises community by Century Communities. Today we're touring the Lanner model with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and 1924 square feet. It's almost 2,000. So here you can see we step in through the entryway. We have the extra tall door, we have the extra tall ceilings, and we have a coat closet right here as soon as you step in. So you can put your coats, your umbrellas, your shoes, put them right in there. And we come right off to the wing and you have a half bathroom. So if you have guests over and you want them to be able to use the bathroom that you don't use to keep this one clean, or if you're downstairs and you don't want to walk all the way upstairs, you have access to this bathroom right here. It has a sink and a toilet and plenty of room to just, feels wide open to breathe. And so as we come along, you'll notice we have the vinyl laminate wood-like flooring. They gave us these nice large canvas bordered by wooden frames to eat up that wall space. Here you can see we have a huge closet underneath the stairs. This is where Harry Potter was sleeping in. We have our garage off to the side. They always have these locked during the construction phase. And so we step out of here into the Century layout open floor plan. We'll start with the kitchen. As you can see, the island has space for 3 bar seats, and you have outlets on either side. You have this nice sandy quartz countertop, plenty of space. So if you're serving food or if you're still working on preparing food, that's available for you. And if you look over here, we have an LG fridge. This one seems a little bit wider, and you can see we have double shelves above here. You're definitely gonna need to put your items that you don't use on an everyday basis, because I'm 6'2" and I can't even reach the back. So you will most likely need a little stool or a ladder to get those things. We have a little narrow 1 cabinet and drawer area. You can use this as a coffee area, a tea area, cocktail area. Maybe have a KitchenAid mixer that would fit right here. This could be your little baking corner. And then here we have our mini walk-in pantry. And there's definitely room for an extra shelf up there at the top. We close that out and we get back over here to we got our double cabinets here. And again, this top shelf right here, I can barely reach it. So if you're shorter than 6'2", you're using a stool or a ladder to get to the top there. And these ones on the bottom are extra deep. They have some open house supplies right now. Don't mind that. And then here we have our range. We're rocking with LG all the way through. So we have our LG microwave, LG range. And again, they changed the law earlier this year. So there's builders are switching over to electric ranges. By law, only the houses that already had their permits pulled can keep the gas range. So this is one of those homes where you have the gas range, you have the microwave, and it also has the vent. And right here above the microwave, because you have that exhaust fan, that space is impacted in here. You notice we have white walls, and they went with white cabinets on this one. They have a couple options for the cabinet paint color. You can look at our last tour that we went through last week if you want to see the other option for the cabinets. At the end of the video, there will be a link above my head that you can click. And we have 3 more cabinets over here. You can see these are nice tall cabinets, plenty of space for dishes and Tupperware. And then we have 2 cabinets, a large drawer right here. And then instead of another cabinet, they opted for 3 drawers right here. And then here under the island countertop, you actually have 4 more cabinets and 2 drawers, or 1 drawer that is available. And these are also deep with an extra, if you come in with our camera, and you'll see that there's an extra shelf here in the back. We have our Kohler sink faucet, and this has 3 settings. It has the regular stream, the spray, and then the burst. And then here we have our dishwasher. I have some families that use this just for dish storage and some that are using it for washing dishes, whichever fits your needs. This one's here, brand new for you. And here, this actually, of course, won't be there in the actual house. And so this would be an empty space that would allow you to put your own either mobile cabinet like they did here, and they turned this into a little cocktail area, or you could use this as, I've seen some rolling cabinets too where you could store more items, or you could put one of those big china cabinets. Let me know what you would do in this area. And then along this wall, you're gonna notice one window, sliding glass door, and then two more windows off over there in the living room. So this whole wall is just letting in that natural lighting to fill up the space and brighten it up without having to rely on your lights the whole time. And you'll see that we have our space for our dining room right here. There is a lot of space between the dining room to the island counter, and then from the dining room to the furniture that they have set up here. So if you have a larger dining table at home that seats more than 6 and you're worried about it fitting, I can tell you that there's definitely space for it to fit here. And then here, they gave us the 2 couches and they gave us some ottomans right here. But if you notice, there's all this space between the couch and the wall, and then the couch to this wall. So if you wanted to put another dresser or console table, if you have longer couches at home, they can definitely fit here again. And there's even space from the couch to here. So you can definitely fit here. You have an option for wood paneling for the decor, and you can see that it adds a little bit of an elevated, warmer touch to the room. We have our table here, a media console here, and then again, there's space here for a lamp, a chair, whatever you would put, and plenty of space here in the kitchen coffee table. And then I'll give us one last pan around of the entire open layout. Alrighty, let's go on and head upstairs so we can see the 4 bedrooms and the other 2 bathrooms. All right, guys, we're on the 2nd story here. And so you'll notice that here on the 2nd floor, we have all carpet, except for in the laundry room and bathrooms, we'll have the same laminate flooring that we saw on the 1st floor. So it's the exact same flooring as it was downstairs. And so let's come on through and we'll check out this 1st bathroom. Alrighty, so you can see we have our same Jack and Jill sinks with that sandy quartz that we saw in the other model. And we have our 1 cabinet each with 3 shared drawers here in the middle. They kept the theme with the wall length mirrors here. And you also get that same extra tall shower insert with that realistic looking tile here. So it's not actual tile, it's just plastic shaped like tile. And so we have our tub and our extra tall shower head with the towel up here. So if you have a tall guy like me splashing around up there, I'm not getting water all on the walls. And there is going to be a door right here separating the toilet from the rest of the bathroom. And you have your linen closet right here to fit in the extra towels and bed sheets for the bedrooms. With that said, let's go into our 1st bedroom upstairs. All right, we have our bedroom number 1 up here. We have our full-size bed with our nightstands on either end. And we do have some space in between the nightstands and the walls. So that lets you know how much space there is. And the window is here on the side, a nice extra wide window. And then we have our standard closet here in the corner. And this room does have a little entry walk-in area. So here they put a mirror. I've seen people put console tables, dressers, coat racks. Let me know what you would put here. And now with that, we come on out back into the hallway. And here, this is a extra big closet. I'm not sure what this would be used for. I guess it's just extra storage. If you have items, whatever your storage needs are, you definitely have room right here. And as we come on down to the other 2 rooms, we can see that these rooms will probably have your kids fighting over them because they have some pretty awesome closets. So take a look right now. The decoration's a little bit different in this one. Same size as the other room, but they gave you an idea for with the nightstand and a dresser here, so that way you can get a feel for how much room is available. You can see we have a 5-drawer dresser right here. They went with a different kind of decor with that netting over the back instead of a headboard, and the pictures clipped on. We got some pictures on the wall, the long panels, and there is at least 4 outlets, at least 1 outlet on each wall. Here we have our extra wide window facing the back of the house. And then here we have a little mini walk-in closet with the coat rack and shelf on the right and directly in front. We have space below and space on top with the recessed lighting in here. Alrighty, and now we're into bedroom 3. Again, bedroom 3 is the same size as the other 2, Obviously bedroom 2 and 3 didn't have the little entryway that the first bedroom have, but we still have our 2 nightstands. The window is here in the corner this time, and then your bed is here in the middle. They went with skateboards on the walls, some banners, some picture frames, a little sign right here. And then this one has an even bigger mini walk-in where you're not giving up the corner space. The other one didn't have the wall was separating the 2 sides. Here it's continuous, so you can fit a little bit more inside this closet. Alrighty, that's 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom upstairs so far. Let's go check out the rest of the house. This was that extra wide closet. They have a little space here in the loft, whether you want to put in a desk as a little study area, or you could put in like some toys drawers. There's a couple options here. And then we get into the laundry room. So as we get into the laundry room, just like in the bathrooms, you transition from that carpet over to that laminate wood-like flooring. Washer dryer, this is for your Wi-Fi. You have the shelf right here. The washer and dryers are not included on this one. And you have a window right here. It's kind of popular. One thing we've noticed that's kind of popular is having the laundry room away from the bedrooms, because then if you're washing at night, it keeps the noise from waking up whoever's in the bedrooms and in that adjoining wall. So a lot of people, it's been popular lately to have the laundry room on the same floor as the bedrooms, so it's easy to move things around, but still away from the bedroom. And I've noticed that one thing you've been getting here is with these design options is also on the second floor, they're showing you what it looks like. You can see it in the laundry room. And in some of the bedrooms, you can go back and see they have the white walls, and then they'll have one wall be brown or one wall have wallpaper to kind of break it up and add some variation, make it seem a little bit more warm and open. So here they actually chose 2 walls to be brown and then the 2 walls to be white. This is our master or primary bedroom. We have our 2 nightstands on either side of the king size bed. And then we have 2 windows looking out towards the front of the house and giving that plenty of natural lighting. They have the space for the chair and the extra wide dresser along this wall. There's still space along this wall, obviously if you had a shorter painting here. And then now we move over into the master bathroom. And so as we enter the master bathroom, we'll see the same Jack and Jill, his and her sinks that we saw in the hall bathroom, with the same cabinet and 3 drawers in the middle. Both sides have their own outlets, so you're not fighting for outlet space. We have our toilet on this side, and we have our linen closet right over here. A short coat hook right there. And then we have our step-in shower with the glass doors. And again, you have that extra tall shower head and extra tall tile. It's great. I'm 6'2" for reference, so I can fit under here and be comfortable and not be splashing water on the walls. And this is also another insert with that towel-like plastic. We have a ledge here for our product. And one thing that we've noticed is popular is these right here, either a footrest or a bench. So as you're showering, you can get your legs and not be worrying about tripping or falling. Or if you want more space to hold your products, there's plenty of uses for it. And at last but not least, we have our master closet. So as you come in, you have the coat rack and the shelf all along one wall. You have it on about 2/3 of this wall, leaving space for the door. There's definitely room if you wanted to add another coat rack or a shelf below. And here against the end of the wall, right below the window, there's room for a dresser or a shoe rack. Plenty of options here. And we do switch back into carpet right here. Alrighty guys, thank you for coming on this tour with me. If you have any questions about what you saw, if you want more information, make sure to reach out to us. Our information is down below in the description, or you can go to our channel and see our information, our link tree and information there. This has been a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home. Beautiful. We're right here by Justin Garza High School. If you want more information on the high school or any other questions about the community, reach out to me. Make sure you like and subscribe and tune into our next video that'll be popping up above my head right here. That said, have a great buying and selling day. See you guys on the next one.